When I first started smoking weed, I was like, no, like there's no way. I'm not going to do anything else. And then I went and did everything else. But it stopped me from like doing anything, and I like failed my freshman year because of it.
Today's marijuana has been genetically bred to be an entirely different drug.
The new study out this morning reveals the number of teenagers vaping marijuana rose dramatically in the past year, with the percentage among high school seniors nearly doubling.
What it should be all about is the health and safety of our kids, because they're our future. We're 43 in the nation in high school graduations, and we're #1 in pot use. We're #1 in vaping. We're #3 in abuse of all illicit drugs, and we're #9 in suicide. We're losing them daily.
And I feel like it's robbing my kids of a certain level of innocence that they deserve. They deserve to go through middle school and have their biggest concern be, seeing the boy they like in the hallway, not coming up against drugs and pressure to take drugs.
It is a brave new world with today's marijuana, and we're talking potency and concentrates up to 99.9% pure. And that is why when someone just says marijuana, you really need to dig down deep into understanding what they're talking about, because it could mean anything these days.
Those of us who are opposed to marijuana didn't expect it to pass.
The wool got pulled over people's eyes.
I considered myself to be, fairly conservative in my thinking, never used drugs. And I thought, if you can ease someone's suffering at end of life, why would we not do that? And I voted for medical marijuana. I thought, we have to do this for people. What kind of good people are we if we don't care about others, right? So I voted for it.
It's typical of the marijuana industry to use really unique cases involving children to help justify the more widespread use of marijuana.
It is absolutely criminal, in my opinion, to exploit them for a political group to get something that they want, a for-profit group to get what they want.
So medicine is not something that voters vote on. I mean, I don't know the last time we voted on cancer medicine, Zofran or Kytril. Medicines should be done through the scientific process, prescribed by real doctors and dispensed in pharmacies.
And the public is being duped into thinking this is going to treat their arthritis, going to treat their cancer, going to treat their eczema, going to treat their Huntington's chorea, and the list goes on of all these treatments, and they're simply not founded.
It's a scam.
But that is the way that they begin to normalize marijuana. And it is the medical side that they use to help normalize it. And then the recreational side comes shortly thereafter.
And it frankly is the same playbook as the tobacco industry, if you think about it. In the mid-1800s, late 1800s, with the invention of the cigarette, there was a movement for medical tobacco. That was pushed in the late 1800s, and then that quickly changed to non-medical cigarette smoking, and an industry that relied on addiction for profit, on lies, on funding their own science, funding their own advocacy for a century, until we kind of woke up from that slumber in the US and realized that we were being taken for a ride. The same thing's happening with marijuana today.
Marijuana is being grown in Washington, Oregon, Nevada, California, Colorado, all these states that surround Idaho. There's plenty of marijuana being grown in the western United States right now. So why not be different? Why not have a state that is marijuana free?